there's this sort of sentiment that goes around like, oh, white people, you're guests in the house of hip hop. You should feel uncomfortable. You shouldn't just be, just allowed to just rap. You should feel awkward about it, And here's my thing. The reason why a lot of people feel that way, right, is because of the history of music, especially rock and jazz, of like, oh man, the record executives, they picked this guy to be the one who represents the genre. They picked Elvis, they picked this guy. And so there's a sort of, resentment there, right, over time from some artists being like, man, fuck that. Like, if you're a white rapper, you need to step back, especially because you know the history. What the fuck? And if you don't, then that means you're a motherfucker. And here's the thing. If you care about this art, if you care about hip hop, it should actually be, it shouldn't be homework for you to have to listen to the progenitors and shit that came before. Because the fact of the matter is, in order for motherfuckers to become fans of hip hop the way they weren't listening to this shit like it was fucking homework. They were listening to it because they liked it, and it was like, oh, what can I get something from this? This is fun. I want to emulate this. I want to do it my own way. Everyone has to emulate, like, yes, including black rappers and white rappers. Everyone has to emulate the shit that came before them, right? So when we do this thing of like, oh no, you can't, come to this game and sound in any way similar to anyone because you're just being a white guy ripping shit off. No. To say that because someone is not of that ethnicity that they can't possibly love it and respect it in the same way, I think that's absurd. But the reality of the fact is there needs to be an awareness as a white rapper, right? That's like, hey, you are coming into the genre where it behooves the powers that be for you to not think about how your whiteness is helping you and, to some degree, a detriment to the artists that came before you.
Right.
So, like, how do you answer that question, right? Do you just sulk and go, oh, well, I guess as a white rapper, I can never just be a white rapper because by being a white rapper, I'm taking away from everyone. No, bullshit. What you do is you go, hey, if I'm getting on and if I'm getting some fucking money and we're able to fucking, I'm going to get all the black rappers that I grew up listening to in this genre, I'm going to bring them on tour with me. And, the person who really inspired me, I want to get some money in his pocket because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what we always do as musicians historically. When, someone gets on and you're like, oh man, this great new sound, and you go like, nah, it actually came from this guy, and I love this guy. I'm actually gonna bring this guy on tour with me because if it wasn't for me, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be nowhere. Like, that's what you do. You point back to the roots and you let people know that this is where it came from. You put money in their pockets and you take them on tour with you. That's what Bruno Mars did with the black sort of 80s, sound guys that he was kind of emulating on that
Uptown Funk, Melly Mel.
What did he do next? He had all those guys open up for him because that's what you do. You throw respect back to the original, and that's what lets people know, oh, this guy knows what he's fucking doing. This guy respects the art. This guy is actually trying to put money in their pockets at an age, like, to make up for that age where they were being treated badly and not being allowed to make their fucking money. That's the answer to that question. It's not just, oh, white guilt and white people should just feel bad. It's like, it's, white active, white allyship, right? It's active, making sure the young white kids that are listening to you know that you didn't come up with this shit in a whole cloth. What really needs to be addressed here is the material reality of what the progenitors who came before them had to face, right?